What is up, y'all? Let me make sure that y'all can hear me. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm pretty sure y'all can hear me. What's going on, y'all? Come on in, hang out. Let's see. I want to make sure y'all can hear me first before I even continue. You can hear me? Okay, perfect. Y'all, I was like looking for the comments. I had to scroll down to see them. I'm on a different computer, that's why. What is going on, y'all? Y'all come on in. So, I am going to be using some of the stuff from the monthly box. Now, what I'm not using out of the monthly box is probably just the mesh and the swag. So, here, I'll show you guys exactly what came in the monthly box. The Grapevine did not come in the monthly box. Okay? But, this is the November box, and you guys can still subscribe to it, or you can also buy one-off boxes if you don't want to do the subscription. You can definitely do that. That's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, honestly, because we don't do that very, very often. But inside the monthly box, you got clear. Awesome. Perfect. So you got 2 of the flocked arborvitae stems. You got 2 of the magnolia pick. 2 of the jingle bell pick. 2 of this really pretty greenery that's like flecked with gold. I absolutely love this. I love the berries on it. So pretty, and the greenery. So you got 2 of those. You got 1 Cardinal Sign, 1 magnolia leaf, and then the ribbons we got were the gold 5/8 glitter vine, really, really pretty. The 7/8 red, white, and champagne. Scroll ribbon. I don't know what they call that pattern. And then we had the brown and cream crosshatch. And then the really pretty sage green, the glittered, which is like the no shed glitter. And then we also had a roll of mesh. Now this one is open, y'all, but this is what the roll of mesh looked like. Really, really pretty. Love that mesh. Y'all, I actually got to choose all the colors in this. So this was really great also for every day. That's what I chose about the colors on this. It's everyday colors. You've got the moss green, you've got the hunter green, you've got cream. It's really, really pretty. So love that. And then the big ticket item, you guys, in this month's box was the custom teardrop swag that we had made for us. We actually have these made. These are exclusive to us. No one else is gonna have them. So super excited about that. But it is a teardrop swag in browns and creams and burlaps. I love this swag. This is such a perfect addition. Y'all, honestly, I cannot wait for the extras to be listed because I want to stock up on these, because this is the number one size of swag that I use all the time. So I personally love this one. Okay. So love this, but this is what came in the November 2025 standard box. Now I do get 3 boxes, 2 of them being standard boxes, 1 of them being a max box. But right now you can actually buy and this is in November 2025, you can actually buy the one-offs of the Wreath Supply Box. For now, we've not done that in about 3 years. So you can buy a box if you don't want to commit to it. If you don't want to commit to the subscription. If you want to commit to the subscription, you can go to wreathsupplybox.com. okay? WreathSupplyBox.com. You can sign up there. There are 4 different options. You have a standard, deluxe metal, deluxe door hanger, and then you have the max box, okay? So there's a lot of options to choose from, but this is all that came in the standard box. This is all the stuff that came in the standard box. Oh, there we go, I fixed it. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Now, I'm gonna tell you the 2 things I'm not going to use out of this box today. I am not gonna use the swag, and I'm not gonna use the mesh, okay? But everything else I am gonna use. Now, if you have the DecoExchange app downloaded to your phone or your mobile device, whatever it might be, you can definitely check out the replay of me making a teardrop swag with the stuff from the box. So that is on the DecoExchange app. You love the swag, you already used yours. I love them too. I was like, this is genius. Like, why didn't we think of this sooner? Okay. I love this magnolia leaf, y'all. This is so pretty. This mossy green, really, really pretty. So, first things first is we gotta fluff out our stems. So a lot of these are exclusive to us. Not everyone's gonna have these. So the only way you can guarantee that you're gonna get some of these items is if you subscribe to the monthly box. Okay, that's if you subscribe to the monthly box. Now there is a chance for you to get some of the one-off. To buy a one-off box, you can do that, but in order for you to make sure you're guaranteed to get some of the stuff is to subscribe. And everything I just showed you guys did come in the standard box, so that's actually really, really great that it all came in this. So it's not a kit either, you guys. It is a collection of supplies that goes together and coordinates together, but it's not a kit. Like, we don't send you directions on what to do. Your imagination is your imagination. You can run free with it. Okay. So I'm actually going to start off with my arborvitae on the back because it is it's that stark white, so I want to make sure that that goes in the back to make a lot of this pop. So just layering on top of the arborvitae is the stem with the gold and the berries. Absolutely love this. I think they're on the website, Michelle. And then I'm gonna bring in my bells. I'm gonna bring that in right there. On top, right there in the middle. Y'all already know what I'm doing. And then bringing in my magnolia leaf. I'm not 100% sure, so just bringing in that bundle. So we gotta make another one. Okay. So we're gonna start off with our arborvitae. Bring in our red, green, and gold stem. Bring in our bells. So I brought in the magnolia leaf up to the top because I didn't want it to get buried back there. But I love these magnolia leaves. They're so pretty. Okay. How pretty that looks. So I am gonna get a zip tie. Hopefully we have a zip tie. I feel certain we have zip ties in here somewhere. Zip tie those together. Now this bundle method, you guys, is really, really great for Christmas trees and garlands and swags and wreaths. So that's all I did, was I just bundled that up together. You can make a quick, easy centerpiece with a few stems and some zip ties, y'all. No glue, no mess, no stress. So of course, like here I do it once a week on YouTube, but if you want to, you can always join us in design school, not only with me, but also with Megan and Melissa and Tammy and Stacy and Derica and Damon. We do step-by-step tutorials every single day of the week. Okay, now this one I only have one stem. Okay, so on this, I actually want to, I think I'm gonna cut this apart. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. We'll just cut this apart. And I'm actually gonna put that right on top of that bundle. We're just gonna zip tie that. I probably should have done that before I decided to zip tie them together. I was like, I know I had my wire cutters. Okay, so there we go. Look how pretty those look. I love that. Now for a Christmas tree, sometimes my methods change, you guys. My methods have changed throughout the years, and even between two Christmas trees, I changed a few things. But you can definitely use this for your Christmas tree if you wanted to. Like I would put like a really pretty poinsettia right here in the middle. I don't have one, but I would put a poinsettia or even ribbon. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I looked down and it looked like the microphone was off. So there may be some part of it that's not on. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. Can you? I'm pretty sure y'all can. What number is this? I need to see what number this one is. Oh, that's what I'm speaking into. I'm speaking into number 2 here. I'm trying to make sure that it's working correctly, because it looks like it is, but okay. So it looks like the microphone turned off, you guys. So if that happens, just let me know. Okay, just let me know. But we're going to bring in my 14-inch oval grapevine. So this is my 14-inch oval grapevine. Now, I made this to where I was going to go right here and right here. So we're going to have our two together. And then I want to be able to put my sign right in there next to it. Huh, it must have turned off. I must have hit something. You know me, technology. Gotta love it. Okay, so this is what I like to do, y'all. I like to kind of butt them up together when I'm working on them and make them the same size. Yeah. Something must have happened. Okay, so all of the supplies for this came from the November 2025 Wreath Supply Box. Okay, so I'm going to give this just a little bit of bend. Just a little bit of a bend here. It's working fine? Okay. I'm trying to make sure because it looked like it turned off. It was on earlier. Look how pretty that looks. I love that. I love it, I love it, I love it. That looks pretty right there. And then we're just gonna bring this one in right here. Now I am leaving a little bit of a gap because I do want to make sure that I have room for my ribbon, because y'all know we're gonna add some ribbon. We're definitely adding some ribbon to this. Some ribbon. Okay. So I'm tying those in. Y'all know I love to go shopping, and yesterday I ventured into town. I'd already been here more than a week and I hadn't ventured into the home goods. Should not have done that. I done walked out with 2 Christmas trees. 2. And I'm in Louisiana, you guys. So that means I have to drive 10 hours all the way clear across the state of Texas with 2 Christmas trees in the back of my car. Well, there might be a third one. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided on the third one yet. It was like a trio, and they have like rattan baskets, and I'm like, I love those. So, yeah. So there might be a third one. There might be a third one. Y'all, I lingered at that section for like 30 minutes and just looking at them. I was thinking of like all the possibilities. Okay. So, oh, look how pretty that looks. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. So I did tie these in. And normally, in normal circumstances, we have some wire up here, but today is not normal, right? Today is not normal. Melissa must have taken all the paddle wire. So I'm going to use a pipe cleaner, a red pipe cleaner. It's fine. I'm gonna tell you what. Yesterday, if you guys follow me on my page, Designs by Jordan, over there on Facebook, you'll see the Christmas tree that we used for Megan's daughter, Melanie. That tree was really pretty. I don't think there's any guidelines, Michelle. Honestly, this one is not, like, if we really looked at it to see which one was the longest, it's actually this green one that's on top of it. So, but, she bought a flocked Christmas tree for her, and it was actually really, really pretty. T33 is the tree at Walmart, and I was like, okay, this is really pretty. Very minimal fluffing, you guys. Very minimal fluffing. Not only that, but also the very minimal shedding, which I already loved, and I was like, oh, this is a good Christmas tree. Okay, so we're just attaching our sign. It was $153, I believe. That's what I looked at this morning to see how much it was. I think it was $153. So yes, a Christmas tree some Christmas trees can be pricey, but it's an investment. And I'm gonna tell you what, you don't have to buy those expensive Christmas trees to have a pretty Christmas tree. Thank you. So tree T33, definitely recommend it. And that's at the Walmart. The Walmart. So, Here we go. We've added in our bundles, our 2 bundles. And y'all, no glue. No glue. So, love that. You already know I love that. So with me explaining, we're in about 20 minutes in, and that's okay. But, let me just grab the Easy Bow Maker. So normally the Easy Bow Maker for me is kind of just like a placeholder, honestly. It really is a placeholder. I don't use a lot of the Easy Bow Maker. So, but I want to make sure that I make my tail long enough. So I'm going to bring in all the ribbons. So, there we go. I'm going to make my tail. And I'm going to start off with a 15-inch loop. Pinch and twist. And we're going to make a half bow. So 15, and because I'm starting from the back to the front, we're going to go down to 14. Okay. Then bring in my tail. $13. And just bring in, and I love this green. It's like a no shed glitter, really, really pretty. And I'm just bringing in a tail with this one of the 2.5 inch. And I'm bringing another set of tails here. $13. And then we're going to add just a strip of the brown as well. Oh, awesome, Debbie. So Debbie is in design school, and she says that she sold 2 of the Christmas designs that I sold, that I made in there. And then we're going to bring in the gold. Which this one, make my tail. And I want to do this one at 11 inches. But I want to do 2 loops of this. So I like to change my stuff up, you guys. It's never always the same. It is never always the same. I like to change it up. And then we're going to add a tail of this. So there we go. So all of these ribbons did come from the Wreath Supply Box for November. That's the November 2025 box, which I thought was a really great box. And I'm going to bring this in. Y'all, let me tell y'all, there's gonna be a live sale of live sales today. If y'all do not have the DecoExchange app downloaded, you're missing out because they just wheeled in not one, not two, not three, but 4 carts of stuff. 4. Holy moly, y'all. Like, if y'all could see this, it's 4 carts full of, it looks like fall and Halloween, so that's really great. Because y'all know if you are signed up to the text message alerts, you definitely got your text message. But look how pretty this is. Love this bow. I love that. Look how pretty. So I put some tails. So y'all make sure you have the DecoExchange app downloaded because we gonna probably bleep after this. Or we might go to lunch. I don't know. Y'all, like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carts total. Okay? Now, it is time to... Now, if you guys have that text message from him, you already know what the discount is. But, definitely... Oh, I love how this looks, you guys. Definitely get that downloaded because it's so worth it. It makes shopping way easier. It is free to download, so definitely check that out. DecoExchange, it's in your app store. Ugh, love this. Look how pretty. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. A little rumbly in my tummy. Sound like Winnie the Pooh. What did he say? I'm short, fat, proud of that. Oh, yes. Okay, Pinecone, you gotta go. So I'm gonna weave some of this ribbon throughout the design, right? And some of the greenery up to the front. Make sure you fluff those out, those tails out. So I love all this ribbon, but I'm gonna tell you which one I really, really love. And it's mainly because you can use it for every day. It's gonna be this textured one. It's got a really nice texture. It feels like tweed, so I love that. Yes, everything that I used on this came from the November 2025 Wreath Supply Box. So definitely check it out. You still have time to subscribe to it, friends. Tomorrow is actually the last day you can get on the subscription to make sure you guaranteed a November box. Oh, this is pretty. I love this. So now I'm just gonna come on in and move some of my greenery up because I don't want all of that hidden underneath all that ribbon. Just bringing that forward. There we go. And I'm dovetailing and knife edging my ribbons. Normally, in normal circumstances, I do not dovetail anything less than a 1.5 inch. So like a 1 inch ribbon or like a 5/8, a 7/8, and a 1 inch all kind of get like that knife edge right there. That's what I call that. And because I actually have some of the magnolia leaves left, I'm actually going to just trim those apart, cut those apart, which was just one piece. Now, this is where I am going to use some glue. Okay, I am going to use some glue on this. Just adding a little bit here. Up towards the top, just to fill it in. And then one right in my bow, even though I already have some magnolia leaves there. But, oh, this is so pretty. I love this. This is really, really pretty, you guys. So even though some of my tails are covering the greenery, I'm fine with that, because when like the wind blows or something like that, you're going to be able to see that there's still greenery down there. So that's why I did that. And if you really, really wanted to, you could bring in some other greenery. Like this, I just found this right here, you guys. But I know we had this at one point. I'm pretty sure we had some of this. But really, really pretty. Just it's not frosted, but I think it's like a cedar or juniper or something like that. But you can add little pieces of other greenery inside this, just to show y'all an example. But I think this came out really, really pretty. Now I'm going to tell you, my little bit of OCD is going to kick in right here. Just going to add in a little bow right here, up here at the top. And probably the bottom. This does look pretty. I love those like moss green magnolia leaves. They're really pretty. So what do y'all think? Hopefully this gives y'all some inspiration to use your box, right? Not just to have it just sitting there collecting dust, y'all. Use those boxes. Use them up, friends. There we go. And I'm just going to trim that up. Yeah, I could have used floral wire, but we don't have any. It's somewhere around here. I know Melissa is the one that loves to use the floral wire, so it may have ended up somewhere else. But yeah, I think this came out really, really pretty. So a 14-inch grapevine. That's what we used. We used a 14-inch grapevine. We used a 14-inch grapevine. We used the sign from the Wreath Supply Box, the little cardinal sign from the Wreath Supply Box. We also used the, hold please. We use the magnolia stem from the Wreath Supply Box. We use the arborvitae stem from the Wreath Supply Box. We use the berry stem from the Wreath Supply Box. And we use the jingle bell stem from the Wreath Supply Box. So we really used almost all of the greenery and florals from the Wreath Supply Box. The only thing I did not use, and I will show you guys that were part of the Wreath Supply Box for November, were the teardrop swag and the teardrop swag and the mesh. I did not use those. Okay? So, hopefully this gave y'all some inspiration to use your boxes. Definitely, I know I'm having a blast using this. I cannot wait to actually get home because I have 3 boxes waiting for me at home of the Wreath Supply Box. And I actually think I'm going to use some of the greenery, this greenery, in my Christmas tree. And the bells. I think I'm going to use the bells and this greenery right here for the Christmas tree. Okay? But, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to download the DecoExchange app. It is free to download because there's going to be the bleeps of all bleeps happening at some point today. Okay? But y'all have a good rest of y'all's day, and I will see y'all next time.